Hey, Life Uncloseted listeners. It is time once again for an Uncloseted Riff and Rant. I am Rick Clemens, as you know, your host, and I'm going to go real raw and real here. I'm feeling a little bit vulnerable right now. Yes, I'm back from my vacation, and this week has been crazy. You know how it is. You leave, and then suddenly you come back, and there's emails, and there's things you got to do, and then, of course, you step in and it's already like almost halfway through the holiday season. And I don't know, I'm feeling really vulnerable about some stuff right now. And for many of us, we hear that word. In fact, there's been so much talk about it ever since Brene Brown hit the bookshelves with, let's see, what's her book? Daring Greatly and Daring to Lead, all those great books. And I've always thought vulnerability is a great space to explore. But then what I realized for me, I don't like that word. Well, I shouldn't say I don't like it. It's a great word. I use it a lot when I'm talking about stuff. I mean, hello, here I am talking about it right now on this podcast. But what I realized for me is I connect more to words like honesty, being raw, being real, even being naked. Because those words hit home for me. And for other people, those words may really be scary. You know, okay, let's get naked with each other. And I don't mean like physically naked. That's fun too. But naked in the way where we share so much of our truths with one another, where we get honest with each other. Now, honesty can be really scary too. Being raw about something and being really real. But you see, I think for most of us, whether it's vulnerability, being naked with each other, honest, raw, and real, we have a hard time doing this stuff because we're afraid of what somebody else is going to think. And we've been kind of brainwashed into believing that certain things are going to happen if we're raw and real and vulnerable. And I'm not 100% convinced that we should be afraid of vulnerability. I mean, I get it because I've been there. Trust me, as a guy who came out of the closet after, 13 years of marriage, being vulnerable and saying, hey, guess what? I'm gay to my wife was one of the most huge vulnerable moments. But it was also one of the greatest gifts in my life. And as I was thinking about holidays and stuff, I am kind of a huge holiday person, but I'm more about let's just enjoy it. Let's not get all wrapped up in how many gifts and all that stuff. Yes, when the kids were younger, yes. But now my daughters are in their almost 20s. My youngest one will be 20. Wow. I didn't even realize that. My youngest one's going to be 20 this January, which is kind of amazing. That means I'm going to be even older. But anyway, whatever. Now I'm being vulnerable, raw, and real. But vulnerability, I've realized, is a beautiful, beautiful gift. When you realize that the more vulnerable you can be with someone, the more real the connection is. When you realize you can share your honesty, your naked truth with someone, the better the communication becomes. When you are actually real and raw with someone, it invites them to be real and raw with you. And it's so interesting to me that we're afraid of vulnerability, but yet when we fully step into it, when we allow ourselves to go there, even if it's like, I'm scared, I'm screaming, I'm kicking my feet, I don't want to be vulnerable. 9 times out of 10, or I don't know, that's not a true statistic, but I believe it's a true statistic for me. When we step into that, we have the best frickin' experiences. Doesn't mean they're always good, but when we're raw, truthful, vulnerable, honest, naked with somebody else, we learn and we grow and life becomes better. So I'm going to invite you to do something this week. Not just this week, every week. Not every week, for the rest of your freaking life, is to, when you find yourself in a vulnerable position, ask yourself, how can I enjoy this? When you find yourself in a vulnerable position, Ask, what can I learn from it? When you find yourself in a vulnerable position, admit it to someone. I feel really vulnerable, afraid, scared, raw, naked, honest, whatever. Go into it. Do it. It isn't going to kill you. It'll scare the shit out of you, I admit, but it isn't going to kill you. And I actually believe it's going to do you more good than harm. Think about that. Think about it, think about it, think about it. And then let me know what you think. You don't have to, but I would love to. Let me know what your thoughts are around this vulnerability stuff, because I believe it's one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves is learning how to be fully vulnerable. In fact, just wrap that package up, put it under the tree, open it up to yourself and go, oh, look, I got a box of vulnerability for the holidays, and see how you feel. All right, take care, everybody. Have a great week. We will be back in just 7 days, 6 days, whatever it is, with another Life Uncloseted Riff and Rant. And I hope y'all are having fun out there. I hope you're having fun this holiday season, getting crazy, doing what you got to do. But don't forget to be vulnerable. All right, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.